Hey, I'm Alex Rockwell. Today we're going to take a look at another one of my 12 etudes. This one is number 11 in the series. It's called Locking Mechanism. This one seemed to be a crowd favorite when I first shared it. And by the way, the sheet music and tabs for all 12 of them are available in my store if you're interested in learning to play any of them. I numbered them according to their difficulty, so I guess I figured this was the second hardest one. I don't know if I stand by it though. They're all designed to present their own unique challenges, while still being accessible and attainable, so it's hard to rank them like that. You might find this one to be easier than some of the earlier ones. There's not much in the left hand that's challenging about it. It's got a bunch of bar chords in some spots, which might be a little challenging for you depending on your experience level. But the big focus with this etude is the rhythm. So most of the difficulty is in the right hand. It's got some syncopated funk grooves, it's got some polyrhythms, and it's got some metric modulation, all of which are fairly simple. It starts with this. Just a bit of vamping on a D minor 7. We've got the classic hammer-on from the bar at the start. It's a lot of thumb and chord in the fingers. Pinky reaches up to the G one time. And on beat 4, there's an open A and a 5th fret bar here, forming an A minor 7. Everything is on the middle 4 strings. Do it for 3 measures. Fourth measure, and on the 4th measure we land on that A minor 7 and really punctuate the A on beat 4. That's the 5th in the key, so it's creating a moment of expectation. We're in the key of D minor, by the way, if you couldn't tell, and we come here. Okay, left hand is just a D power chord. No big deal. The right hand is what we're interested in here. There's 2 bars of this. And I did this to set up the new groove before the melody enters. This is the first of 2 polyrhythmic sections. This one is nothing but 3 against 4 polyrhythms. What does that mean? A polyrhythm is when you have a span of time in which there are multiple concurrent lines of equally spaced rhythmic events, basically. In this case, there are 2 voices. The lower one is playing 3 equally timed attacks, and the upper one is playing 4 equally timed attacks, and both are happening within the same span of time. So they're out of sync with each other, but they line up on the downbeat. So it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you can work out the mental coordination to do what I just did, then that's great. You're really setting yourself up for success with a piece like this. The challenge here is executing that polyrhythm with just your right hand. And I've written this to be as easy as it can be. The lower voice, we'll call it the bass line, is played entirely by the thumb. It's also mostly repeated droning notes on open strings once we get into it, so there's not much mental load there. The upper voice, the melody, is all in the fingers. When it comes out of the D minor 7 vamp, the bass is playing quarter notes, so it's right in time with the opening tempo. Watch my head. Once the new groove is established, the melody comes in. Pretty simple melody. It's all over an open D or A, so the left hand only has to worry about single notes. The ending part of this section, which I haven't played yet, has a bit of a curveball. The melody goes on to something different, and it's a pattern of 5 notes that cycles a few times, but it's still rhythmically grouped in the 4/3 polyrhythm. It cycles enough times until it syncs up and lands on octave Ds. One more time, see if I can do this. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, boom. Wow, that was hard. And then it goes back to the D minor 7 vamp. So that much of it I wrote like 4 or 5 years ago. I actually first worked it out on electric guitar with a drum loop on the old Boss looper. Here's the video I made of it at that time. It's even wonkier with the drum loop because it's playing entirely in 4/4, but the whole polyrhythmic section cycles over bars of 3/4, and then there's that 5-note pattern towards the end that goes over the bar line, but all of that is over a 4/4 drum loop. So there's all kinds of polyrhythmic, polymetric weirdness happening. Back then it was just a crazy little exercise, and it took me this long to turn it into a complete composition. So it goes. Anyway, when the vamp comes back, there's a bit more chord progression happening. It just does a 1, 4, 5 a couple times. So D minor 7 for 2 bars like before. And then G minor 7. There's an added 6th in there. D hammers onto E, and F to G. Quick D minor 7 on beat 4. Then A7 with a hammered on sharp 5 up top. Beat 4 is still A7, just a different voicing. So all that together. Then we go into the next polyrhythmic section. This one is going to be a 3/2 pattern, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Da diki da da diki da da diki da da diki da. It builds into the groove like last time to set it up before the melody comes in. Right after that last A7, it goes to straight 8th notes. Make sure you get that subito piano. That means suddenly quieter. But the meter changes to 6/8 time, so you have to accent them in 2 groups of 3. We're coming from 4/4 and 6/8. Crescendo through it and melody. pretty similar to the melody in the first polyrhythmic section, but I just reworked it a little to make it fit into the new polyrhythm. 3 against 2 is definitely an easier polyrhythm to work out and feel than 3 against 4, but with the way I've worked it in here, it's faster and more exciting. 3 against 2 is hot cup of tea, hot cup of tea, hot cup of tea, hot cup of tea. 4 against 3 is pass the goddamn butter, pass the goddamn butter. Since the 3 against 2 is faster, it's just meant to make the whole thing feel more dramatic. At the end of it, we still get that 5-note pattern that's strung out over the bar line. Like before, it ends on the octave Ds. That's the landing you have to stick. Everything is all off kilter and out of sync until that moment. And then right when you land there, you have to be ready for the metric shift back to the D minor 7 vamp again. To really nail this, you have to keep subdividing eighth notes in your head. The eighth note is always the same length throughout the piece, even if the bigger pulse changes a couple times. 2 and a 1. And then it's just like the beginning, and we end by hanging on that A minor 7. I think it sounds good with an unresolved ending. And that's it. So the rhythm is the big thing in this one. It's got to move and groove. Those different rhythmic patterns all need to lock together. The title, Locking Mechanism, refers to all that. Not a lot of espressivo stuff going on. If you're going to attempt to learn this piece, my advice would be to make sure you've strongly internalized the sound of 4 against 3 and 3 against 2. Be able to drum them out on your knees, be able to count one or the other, be able to switch hands on the fly. Remember, 4 against 3 is pass the goddamn butter. 3 against 2 is hot cup of tea. If you can confidently do all those things, you should be able to play this no problem. So yeah, if you want more in-depth guidance on working out polyrhythms, I made a video about it way back on my channel. Still have my long hair, I think. This is the book that the Etude comes from. You can get it in a book just like this one, or you can get it as a PDF. Both versions are available in my store. The front half of the book has all the Etudes in standard notation only, and the back half has them in standard notation with tab. All my fingerings are included. If you've already bought it and you've attempted this piece, I hope this video helped you. That's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.